Everything from our upbringing to our society to our habits and our rituals and our postures. What has been moulding and sculpting quite literally our posture up until this day? Hello and welcome back. Now, if you're watching this on the Total Somatics YouTube channel, as always, I always encourage you to like, share, subscribe, and press the notification bell, because whenever I drop an episode, you find out very quickly. Plus, there's those little soma seeds that are scattered in between the episodes, and I don't want you to miss out on those too. Okay, so let us get started with today's episode. And what I want to do today is have a look at uncovering some of these hidden patterns of tension that can really be running the show subconsciously. So they can be influencing our posture and also how we move, how we stand, how we breathe, all of those sorts of things. You see, many of us unknowingly hold muscular tension and tightness in response to emotional stress and also our daily habits. So, for instance, within total somatics, I use this expression when I'm talking about one of a few postural reflexes. I talk about a postural reflex called the red light reflex, and I'm just going to share this briefly with you. Because with the red light reflex, this posture has that forward head posture, rolled shoulders, so you're rounding your shoulders forward, so it's a slouched posture. Your tailbone often tucks up and under, so you can have a bit of a protruding belly. You can suffer with tight hip flexors. You can sometimes feel that your feet roll inwards, so you might get that flat-footedness that you have. Hip issues can occur, gut issues, reproductive issues, breathing issues, a lot of tension all in that pelvic area. And what happens is this red light reflex pattern, this slouched posture, it creates this protection or withdrawal. So we're withdrawing, going into more of like a fetal curled up position. And over time, this posture can become our default or our new normal. You know, if we do something long enough, your amazing brain, with that process of neuroplasticity, will adapt and change and make this slouched posture your default, usual posture, really. And that's the thing, is that even when there's no stress at that point in your life, it's had time as a learned behavior to develop this slouched forward head posture. And so that's why within total somatics, I'm helping you to unwind these unconscious or subconscious patterns that have developed over many years. And in some cases, there can be the element of mirror neurons. So it might be that when we were children, and we could be talking decades ago here, when we were children, our first lessons of learning of movement and posture were from those significant influence people in our life, those significant ones, our caregivers, our parents, our teachers, uncles, aunties, whoever we saw a lot of. The mirror neurons, our mirror neurons started to mirror and mimic what we saw around us. So that could be the way that they walked, how they stood, their coping mechanisms, even the energy of their nervous system. Were they a go, 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 high functioning anxiety, or were they more of that withdrawal and protection? All of that information is allowing us to deepen our understanding of what has been happening, conditioned on a subconscious or unconscious level for a while. Remember, I'm always saying this in total somatics, that we can make changes when we become aware of something. When we can sense and feel it and bring greater awareness to it, then we can make those changes. And that's part of having a look of not just now, but our history. Everything from our upbringing to our society to our habits and our rituals and our postures. What has been moulding and sculpting quite literally our posture up until this day? And that's the thing, is that within total somatics, this unwinding approach with tension and tightness can occur because there's two things that I'll be doing with you in the membership if you ever want to join me. The first one is that I'll be getting you to become aware of your postural reflexes. So the way that your brainstem has patterned the tension and tightness with your muscles and affected your fascia and your joints, your breathing, your gut health, everything. First of all, I'm getting you becoming more aware of that. And then after that, teaching you how we can retrain, recalibrate, recuperate, create a resilience within your nervous system, a flexibility within your nervous system, which means you can deal with the fluctuations in stress, but very quickly you come back to a regulated or resilient state. And let's just think of the first step we can do if this is a brand new concept to you. As you're listening to this episode or watching this episode today, can I encourage you, first of all, to notice your shoulders? How are your shoulders positioned here? Are they creeping up towards your shoulders? Are they rolling forward? Are they set back? Does one shoulder feel like it hitches higher than the other? What about your head position? Do you feel it drops off to one side? Do you feel like it's jutting forward? Or maybe it feels like it's set back? And then notice your belly. Does your belly feel relaxed? If you put your hand on your belly, could you just breathe deeply and notice as you breathe deeply, how much movement do you feel under your hands on your belly? As you breathe deeply, does your belly move? Or do you notice that as you take a big deep breath in or you inhale, do you notice if your stomach wants to suck in? Which is again reverse breathing. So that's the stress response. So you can see we're already getting information here. And just notice generally, as you're standing or sitting, are you slumped forward? Have you shifted a lot of your weight into one foot or into one bum cheek or into one hip? Notice the tension in your jaw. Notice your hands. Are you making a tight fist or are they relaxed? Notice your breathing. Is it rapid? Is it deep? Is it slow? Again, if you have the opportunity, put one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly, and just notice your natural breathing here. How much of your chest and your belly move as you breathe in and out? You see, all that information is so important for the first step to bring awareness to what's actually going on subconsciously or unconsciously in your body. How are all these programs that we've got running in the background whereas we live our life? What are these programs doing? How have they been dealing, running the show, as it were? How have the programs been operating? Do we need, like we would do if we were updating software on our phone or our mobile devices of like iPads and tablets and computers, all of that jazz? What would we do? What do we do periodically? We do software resets. Exactly the same, but we should be doing more of those with our own nervous system because we are bombarded with ongoing stresses. For example, your nervous system is constantly filtering information, noticing what's important for us to focus on and what we can just dull out at this point. It's a constant filtering that's happening, and it has to happen in order for us to stay in a very good state. If our nervous system didn't have this filter, we would hear every noise, every sound, every bit of wind, everything. So what it does is it filters down the information that we need at this moment. And we can take advantage of that skill because what we can do is use that filtering system to develop more of an embodied, conscious, mindful approach to our daily habits, our activities, and then noticing how we can develop a totally somatic or a total somatic approach to our daily activities. So you see, when we bring awareness to these unconscious muscular holding patterns that are influencing our posture, how we move, how we breathe, just our life generally, when we bring awareness to them, then we can change with this intelligent neuromuscular practice known as pandiculation, and also bringing other elements of clinical somatic movement into it too. And so that's where I'm going to invite you, if you haven't already, to please join the Total Somatics online membership. You can join anywhere in the world. It's on-demand classes, workshops, everything's there at your fingertips. So whenever you want to go on and you want to do a movement class or you want to do a nervous system regulation reset, maybe you just want to sit with a cup of tea and listen to some conversations and workshops and discussions that I've got in different categories within the membership. You can sit there and learn a lot more about your health and well-being because all of that is empowering and educating you so that you can take good control of your health and well-being. And when you have that education and that empowerment, it makes such a big difference to your mental, emotional, physical, and your energetic health. That's what's really powerful about Total Somatics, is you learn about your movement, mindset, mindfulness, and the full integration into your daily activities. So I'd love you to join me. If you go to totalsomatics.com, click on the Join Now page, you'll see all the details there. And if at this point you're looking and the membership doors are closed, please leave your details there in the box. And as soon as we open the membership doors, you will find out very quickly, and then you can come and join me and all the beautiful people around the world, as together with that like-minded community, we move forward with healthy intention towards a great life where we can move more freely, we have reduced pain, improved posture, better quality of breathing, and again, that total somatic mindfulness to everything we do in our life. So I'm going to send you all my love, all my very best wishes, and I will see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye.
Thank you for joining me today. If you've enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating and also forward this on to somebody you know will benefit. To learn more about pain relief, plus how to improve your health and well-being, go to totalsomatics.com. Until next time, take care.